Virtual Education Tools in a Mathematics Classroom, presented by Rachel Burton. Virtual education tools are ways to take students where they normally could not go in a regular math classroom. This allows one to bring real-life examples for use of math applications. Voki Classroom. Voki is an online tool to create talking avatars. These can then be used to build lesson plans and create a virtual classroom setting. This allows teachers to make their presentations and lesson plans available for students from home and outside of school. Smithsonian Virtual Tour. By using the Smithsonian Museum's website, it is possible to visit and explore the museum online. There are guided tours of the museum, or you can virtually explore it yourself. This allows students to still see the museum even if a field trip to the museum is not possible. Virtual Panoramic Tours. With this online website, teachers can virtually take students to explore any place around the world at any point in history. This can allow teachers to provide real-world applications to mathematic problems. For example, one assignment could be to go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa and use trigonometry to calculate the angle at which the tower is slanted on. Tech Checkers. Tech Checkers is an online virtual education tool that provides numerous resources for teachers. Their mission statement is we aim to provide teachers with free teaching materials, information, help, and advice, with a leaning towards technology-related subjects. Tech Checkers provides web quests, simulations, and virtual field trips along with other resources for all subjects, including mathematics. National Library of Virtual Manipulatives. Learning and understanding mathematics at every level requires student engagement. Too much of current instruction fails to actively involve students. One way to address the problem is through the use of manipulatives, physical objects that help students visualize relationships and applications. The National Library of Virtual Manipulatives is another resource for teachers to help enrich the mathematics classroom. There are e-modules for many different math topics, and the virtual library provides educational math-related games and activities. Pros to using virtual education tools. Virtual education tools can help students understand abstract concepts. In a study conducted by the Cited Research Center, it was found that schools who used manipulatives and virtual education tools had higher scores of abstract fraction knowledge. Another study found manipulatives effective in improving basic content knowledge for students with learning disabilities. Honeycutt discusses several pros for the use of virtual education tools and manipulatives in the classroom. One research study found that using online tools can help save time and keep students focused for longer. By using these tools and technologies, students can receive direct, individualized instruction, allowing them to follow at their own pace and become more self-directed. And lastly, virtual education tools and manipulatives prepare students for the future. These tools teach students critical thinking and workplace skills. Since technology is becoming so widespread, it is important to have these skills and the know-how. Cons to using virtual education tools. Klaus discusses several cons for using virtual education tools and manipulatives. Valuable teaching time can often be wasted when these tools are used because of technical problems occurring, such as system crashes, batteries dying, the internet being down, etc. Also, since the teacher needs to meet the needs of each student and make sure each student is competent at using the technologies, teaching time can be taken away as well. The virtual education tools and manipulatives can be overused. Oftentimes, especially within a mathematics classroom, personal interaction is required to explain the assignments and materials. By using solely virtual education tools and manipulatives, this interaction is eliminated. These tools should be used in conjunction with other teaching methods. Most students use computers for gaming. This gives them a game mentality and can cause them to easily get off track when completing assignments and lessons online. Another con, according to Drexel University, is that solely using virtual education tools and manipulatives can be ineffective. Again, it is suggested to combine these tools with other teaching methods to deepen the conceptual learning. Additional technological tools for the mathematics classroom. Along with virtual education tools, there are other tools that are beneficial for the classroom environment. Geoboard is an app that allows students to create polygons and calculate perimeters and areas. Protractor and Ruler, both apps, are virtual versions of the common mathematics tools used for measurements. Geometry Pad, as seen in the picture, is an app which provides students with many functions to create shapes, equations, graphs, and more. Virtual Manipulatives is an iPad app. This app creates a virtual environment for students to explore fractions. It should be teacher or parent guided for it to be the most beneficial for the students. Illuminations. Illuminations is a resource for mathematics teachers. Illuminations works to serve you by increasing access to quality standards-based resources for teaching and learning mathematics, including interactive tools for students and instructional support for teachers. Illuminations provides teachers with lesson plans for all different math topics. These lesson plans can be either NCTM standards-based or Common Core standards-based. You can refine the choice of lesson plans by grade level, topic, and more. This online tool also has many interactives such as games and apps for educational use by students and by teachers in the classroom. References.